Hi guys, it's me Sam here today with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about complexion and the products that I choose and why I choose them. If you're interested in that, keep watching. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sam. I'm a makeup enthusiast. Makeup is my therapy, and if you feel the same way, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can come back and see more content. So let's get into it. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my skin and myself, and then kind of talk you guys through what I'm going to use and then show you the difference in my skin with the products. So I'm going to be 37 this year, and I have some hyperpigmentation from blemishes and different things like that. You can tell that around the frame of my face is darker than the center of my face. I have kind of distinct lines almost of where my skin pigment has changed, and it's kind of always been like that, and then it does get a little darker around here. So I just like to kind of even out my base. Obviously that's what foundation is for, and I don't always concentrate foundation all the way to my hairline like most people do or recommend, and I typically see it as kind of like a natural bronzing effect. Also, then I'm using less product. I'm not putting so much makeup on my skin. I do have some enlarged pores here at the center, a little bit on my forehead and my chin here, and so I prefer using a primer. And I kind of wanted to show you guys one side with a primer, one side without, so you can kind of see exactly why I prefer using a primer. I know there's always this discussion that you don't really need a primer if you're using good skincare, but even when I use good skincare, I see a difference using a primer. So just so you kind of know, for like my everyday moisturizer, I do use like serums and stuff, but mostly at night. During the day, I don't tend to put too many products on my face. I found that kind of works best, and I don't get as many breakouts. I used to really put a lot of products on every single day, morning and night, and I still suffered with acne. And then due to like normal routine changes with my life, I've done less and less and less in the morning, and it's worked out for me. So I usually just go in with a moisturizer, and right now I'm using the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I've used quite a bit, so you can see that this is not just like a one-time talk about. I'm like pretty much almost done with this product. Yeah, I use that, and then I do use an eye cream. I typically use the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream and Brightening and Depuff Eye Cream. And just recently I've changed over to the Clinique Smart Clinical Repair because I did receive this in an influencer box, and I've been using this since probably mid-December. I like it a lot. It's good. But just so you know, those are the two things that I've been using on my eyes in the morning, and then again I use the moisturizer as well. So getting into my favorite primer, it is the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Glassy Balm Primer. I do really also like the Problems from Touch in Sol, and yeah, right now in the winter months I'm going to use this one more often. In the summer months I might lean towards this. That's pretty much how I do it. And then also I have a bunch of other primers that I'm always testing out, but these are the two die-hard ones. This one specifically because it is kind of like a moisturizer and it's very hydrating. I live in Massachusetts, so our winter months are pretty cold, and this is what it looks like. I've used quite a bit, as you can see, and it does sit in the drawer like sideways like this, so that's why it's all collected to the bottom. But I just feel like my skin does need extra hydration, although that it's typically oily in the center of my face. So just so you're aware, I do have like combo skin. The around the frame of my face is pretty normal, and then the T-zone tends to be oily, but I still use this in the winter. Now I kind of put it, you can just put it in target areas, but I kind of like the way that it feels like a moisturizer. It also smells really nice, so I use it on the entire face. but I'm only going to do it on half and show you guys what it feels like a nice thick, like a night cream moisturizer, and it doesn't look like any obvious like mattifying or pore filling or any kind of blurred effect like some primers that you do see. And if that's something that you want, you might want to, you know, search for those types of primers in particular if you decide that you want to use the primer. But I just want to show you the difference of using a primer and not using a primer. So for today, I'm going to use my Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. This is a full coverage foundation, but it is very thin and serum-y like. I like a thin, lightweight foundation, but I do like it to be pigmented because I have such distinct differentiation in my complexion that I would like it to be more evened out. So I'm gonna go in with this. I did one pump on my hand. Oh, sorry, 2 pumps on my hand. And I'm just wiping it onto my face to go in. So this is the side with the primer. I'll use a different brush on the other side just to make sure I'm not moving the primer around and you can actually see. And now you can see why I go with that, because you can really see how now my cheek matches the frame of my face a little bit more. Now I am kind of putting some foundation on the frame, but it's so little. It's just basically whatever was left over from the center of my face, and then I'm working it outwards. So that way it does kind of match. Oh, I do want to go this way. But it's very thin layer, if that makes sense. All right, let me take another brush and we'll go in on this side. All right, now that we have all the foundation on, I want you guys to, I'm gonna zoom in as much as I can so you guys can see the difference in my skin. Right here in particular, the texture is just way more noticeable. And like, I think even here where I have a little peach fuzz, you know, like most people do, it's more distinct on that peach fuzz. The skin also looks a little bit more matte, which is not my favorite because it doesn't look as healthy, I think, you know, or youthful. And you can see that also with my forehead. It just, you can see the texture of the skin more, which is fine if you like that look, but I want something more youthful looking. And so this is the other side. And you can see, you can still see my pores. My skin still looks like skin, but it is more glowy, less textured. Also, like around my peach fuzz, it's been able to like smooth over that area a little bit better. And then on the forehead, you don't see the lines as much. And if I look directly on, you can see the difference on this side of the forehead versus this side of the forehead. And then again, looking closely here, this is a little bit smoother than this side. Now this side will get slightly glowier because that primer is hydrating, but that's fine with me. I rather look a little bit more glowy and healthy and youthful than to look, I mean, not that I don't want to look my age, but you know, I feel like drier skin tends to look older. Also, it does kind of create a barrier so that your foundation is not really sitting on your skin and getting into your pores. If you have a very good primer, it's going to help from all the gunky stuff from getting into your skin as much. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys that and show you guys why I think everybody should be using primer. Not everybody has perfect skin, even young people. I mean, a lot of young people have less open pores, but you might have more texture if you have acne or anything like that. Some people are just blessed with beautiful skin, and all skin is beautiful, but some skin makes you feel more insecure. So you just need to figure out what's going to make you feel better about your skin. And me personally, I feel better when my skin is slightly smoothed out, my pores are a little bit less noticeable, and so is my peach fuzz above my lip. If you found this video to be helpful, be sure to hit the like button. And until next time, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it, and bye.